हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हो आप? माय नेम इज़ आर डी सोनोने और आज हम 12th साइंस यूनिट 6 प्लांट वाटर रिलेशन ये स्टडी करने वाले हैं। व्हाई वाटर इज नेसेसरी फॉर द प्लांट एंड water is normally functioning growth and development of plant. You see, this water is main important the enzymatic reactions and is chief constituents of protoplasm, and it maintain the plant body temperature. Okay, temperature and turgidity in plant cell. And water is essential raw material for photosynthesis. The last year we have studied in photosynthesis the 6 carbon dioxide molecules with 12 molecules of H2O to form the one glucose molecule. Then the importance of the water molecule, you see, in during this formation of the and synthesis of organic food material, the water is a main role. And you see this the few different significance roles in plant. For example, translocation of organic and inorganic solute. Then dehiscence of the fruit. Dehiscence of the fruit means completely mature fruits. For example, Caratropus fruit, जिसे हम लोग रुई बोलते हैं. तो Caratropus fruit is completely mature. And then the few molecules of the water molecule inside the fruit to create the pressure, and the fruit will be the burst. There is capsule will be the burst, and all hairy seeds is dispersed in the atmosphere. Means dehiscence means breakage of breaking of this fruit. That time water is also this main role. And another, the germination, seed germination. Seed germination means for example, you see the all dicotyledonous seeds and monocotyledonous seed. During germination, water is the main role. The seed coat is responsible for to absorb the water and to the inner side, to endosperm to absorb the water molecule and provide it to this embryonic zone. And development and seed germination process will be the start. Then the movement, another importance, movements of gametes. For example, you see the last year we have studied in bryophytes and pteridophytes. And few angiosperms, aquatic plants. The water is main role here to movement of this gamete. In bryophytes and pteridophytes, the running water is the main role. Running water is the main role. And you see the another. Then we have seen this picture and the plant. Okay, we have seen the details. Now, see this picture of the flowering plant. The lower side here, you see this root here. You see the root here. Then after, you see just above side, positively phototropic in nature, the stem, shoots, leaf, inflorescence, and you see this flower here, fruits, flower. Then this movement of the water from root to the different part of this plant. The photosynthesis process is conducted here inside this green leaf. You see this another diagram. For example, the root and its region. See, region of the roots, the root cap here. Just inner here the meristematic region. Meristematic region means they have the power of cell division. And then after, just above the meristematic zone, the zone of elongation here, the region of elongations means mature cell is enlargement here. And then after, the root zone here, the region of maturations and hairy root, this part, hairy root. This airy root, you see this anatomical structure here. For example, transport the water molecule. For example, you see this diagram here. The sympathetic and apoplast pathway of water and ion absorption and movement in the root. The sympathetic path means root here. This is. And red color just like this. This is the water movement here. The epidermis, cortex, and then after here this pericycle, and inner this vascular cell means xylem and phloem. Here the xylem means this red vacuole like structure is there, vessel like structures, the xylem, and xylem is a main tissue, is a water transporting tissue in plants. The last year we have studied the plant tissue, meristematic tissue and simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue, and its examples we have studied the last year. The continue here. Then the how to transport the water molecules and its significance. We have seen this next picture. For various enzymatic reactions are there to control the various enzymatic reactions. For example, during photosynthesis, during respiration, during cell division, at that time, and is a chief constituents of protoplasm. Second, it helps to maintain temperature and turgidity of a plant cell. You see, the water is also the main important functions to maintain the body temperature. Then the essential raw material for photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, the raw material means during formation of one glucose molecule, that time 6 molecules of water, 6 C6H12 means 12 molecules of water is necessary for formation of one glucose molecule. This you see what is the importance. Then the significance. Then the translocation of organic and inorganic solute. Dehiscence of a fruit. What do you mean by the dehiscence? Dehiscence means the fruit is completely formed, completely mature. And fruit will be the dry. That time, the some amount of water molecule is necessary. There is a hygroscopic in nature. Means to absorb the water, and inside this capsule, seed capsule, to create the pressure, and seed will be the burst, and all seeds come to this environment. And during germination, for example, germinating seeds are there. The water is there for the seed coat to absorb the water. Some physiological conditions we also the next. Then the movements of the gamete. For example, in lower group, last year we have studied the bryophytes. In the bryophytes and pteridophyte, during sexual reproductions, that time running water is a must. And for example, the aquatic water, hydrilla and Vallisneria, that time running water is main here, means movements of the gamete, and thus it is essential for life. You see this introductions, general schematic role here, diagrammatic representations. Water important for all activity of plant. Roots absorb water and mineral salts from soil. Stem, leaves means root to stem, stem to leaves, and atmospherically you see this transpiration. You see this main organ of this plant. Which organ is responsible for to absorb this water? Here the root. You see this picture. The root. The last year we have studied this structure. Here this root cap. Then after The meristematic zone. The meristematic zone, it is highly important for the root tip part. They have the formation, they have the power to formation of a new cell and form a new cell to continue grow. Then after above this meristematic zones, zone of elongation is there. The formate cell to enlargement or to increase the length of the cell, means zone of elongation. And then after the above the zone of elongations, root hair. This zone is important for to absorption of this water. The zones of root hairs. And you see the diagrammatic representation here. The structure, this completely cell is modified into the elongated portion here, like this. And here the epidermal cell, here the cortex cell. The cell wall, inside the cell wall the cytoplasm. Then the vacuole is there, the vacuole is filled up with the help of this water molecule. And you see the nucleus here, the nucleus here. See the physiological conditions, how to absorb the water molecule in a plant. You see this water absorption, physical process involved in absorption of water, physical and physiological, some terms physiological results. You see this diffusion. First, what do you mean by the diffusion? The diffusion is, see this picture, the diffusion, it is a movement of molecules, of substances from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. For example, at home, you prepare the small experiment is there, you conduct the small experiment. You take a small crystal of potassium permanganate, add a glass of, you take a glass of water, clear water, and inside this water you add a small crystal of potassium permanganate, and you observe the potassium permanganate crystal is slowly dissolved into this water, and after some time the water is completely colored. But before colored, you see this situation is there, the step by step, just like this. You see this movie like structure here, just like this movie. The place of higher concentration means near the crystal, the before, the place of concentration here to high, has slowly dissolved into this water, means the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. This has to be the diffusion. Then this next, this osmosis. The osmosis, the movement of solvent through a semi-permeable membrane from lower concentration to a membrane of lower concentration to higher concentration. Here you see the osmosis, small amount of energy is necessary. During this osmosis, the energy is necessary. And you see this two conditions are there, endoosmosis and exosmosis. We have seen these pictures. Then the before we see this picture is this one more term here on this chart, imbibition. Then this imbibition means the absorption of water by hydrophilic compound. For example, colloidal particle. And you see this in a plant. For example, the seeds are germinating. What type of the situation is there? The before germination, you see the seed coat. Here the main role of the seed coat is responsible for to absorb this water. There is an imbibition to absorb this water. And for example, you have seen in orchid plants, aerial Roots are there. In orchid, special character, aerial root. And in aerial root, it contains this special cell, special tissue, velamen tissue. And velamen tissue is responsible for to absorb this moisture from atmosphere. You see, that is the imbibition. For example, big tree, bark. What is the role of the bark? During the rainy seasons, to absorb this water from this atmosphere and transport it to the inner side. There is an imbibition is there. Then this next condition, you see this experimental basis here. For example, you see these pictures. The endosmosis and exosmosis. Here the number of questions asked in examinations. Define the term or write a note on. Then what to mean by the term endosmosis and exosmosis? This endosmosis here, we know this definition of osmosis. Please you see this again one time. The movement of solvent through semi-permeable membrane. You see this membrane. Semi-permeable membrane from lower concentration to higher concentration. Then how many types of this membrane? Mainly 3 types of this membrane. Then the first membrane is permeable. Permeable means, for example, we open this door and you enter the room with the help of this door. But in another side, the cage window is there. This cage window, we are not allowed to that side. Means the semi-permeable line, and our brick wall is also completely packed. No exchange of the substances. Means the same permeable. You see the semi-permeable membrane here is main role. For examples, we take the dry resins. See the dry resins. This dry resins, the inner of the dry resins, it contain this protoplasm is there. Dry protoplasm is there. Sugary plasm is there. Those resins is transferred into, you see a ball here, glass ball, it contains this water. You transfer this resins, and after some time, after 15 minutes, after half hour, you see what type of the situation is there. The all resins are swollen the resins. Means here the water low concentration, and in a resins cytoplasm it contains this high sugar, means concentrated protoplasm. Then this water to enter this resins and it's swelling, means resins cover is semi-permeable. Here the concentrated gradient, which the concentrated protoplasm is responsible for to take this water molecule, means from lower concentration to higher concentration. Lower concentration to higher concentration. And you see this is second case. So grapes. Those grapes is transferred into second ball, it contains this salt solution, concentrated salt solution. And dry grapes you transfer into this ball here in a salt solution. After half hour, you see what type of half hour, 1 hour, what type of this we get this examples here. Then all grapes are shrunken, means the salt solution is concentrated solution, and inside this grape concentrated is low, but water is there. Those water molecules remove from grapes to salt solution. Here the movement from lower to higher. Lower to higher. And you see this comparatively difference here. Diffusion is a higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. But osmosis is completely different. Same solvent through a semi-permeable membrane from lower concentration to higher concentration. Then this next, for example, how many types of the solutions are there? Make 3 types. There is isotonic solution, hypertonic solution, what type of the situation is there, and hypertonic solution. Iso, hyper and hypo. The isotonic solution, no net movement of water particles. You see, the outside solution and inside, the concentration is the same, means no net of movement of water particles, cell membrane is attached to cell wall. But in second case, hypertonic solution means this cell is kept in concentrated sugar solution, and you see the result. The water particle move out of the cell and cell membrane shrink and detaches from cell wall. You see the cell membrane detaches to the cell wall, detaches from cell wall. And in third condition, hypotonic solutions, the water particle move into the cell and cell wall counteract osmotic pressure to prevent swelling. You see, the osmotic pressure to prevent the swelling, because hypotonic means the low concentrated solution here. The water concentration and cytoplasm concentration is a high here. Then this diffusion, you see this diffusion pressure is created. The hypothetically terms coined by Mayer in 1938. You see the diffusion pressure defect by Mayer in 1938 and suction pressure by Runner in 1915. The scientists. You see this formula is here. They across the semi-permeable membrane, and therefore means DPD means diffusion pressure defect equal to osmotic pressure minus Sturger pressure into bracket another case Sturger pressure equal to wall pressure. Then the DPD equal to osmotic pressure minus wall pressure. And you see these conditions here. In a flaccid cell, Sturger pressure is 0. That is DPD equal to osmotic pressure. And in Sturger cell, here the flaccid cell, then the Sturger cell DPD is 0, means Sturger pressure equal to osmotic pressure. And you see the difference terms with references to osmosis, the one by one. What do you mean by the osmotic pressure? This type of the question asked in board examinations, in answering very short question or in objective. The osmotic pressure is directly proportional to the number of solute molecules in a given amount of solvent, and it is 0 in case of pure water. The second, Sturger pressure. The Sturger pressure, the hydrostatic pressure which develop inside the plant cell due to endosmosis. We see this diagram in the endosmosis. Then the wall pressure. The wall pressure, the cell being rigid, develop equal and opposite pressure on the cell and contains hence in a fully turgid cell. Turgor pressure equal to wall pressure. And lastly, the diffusion pressure defect means DPD is the difference between the diffusion pressure of pure water. Here we mention this pure water theoretically 1236 atmosphere and solutions. When cell is fully turgid, its osmotic pressure equal to turgor pressure and DPD is 0. The turgid cell cannot absorb any more water, and thus with reference to all plant cell, diffusion pressure defect is the actual thrust of a cell of water and is known as diffusion pressure defects and osmotic pressure minus turgor pressure and wall pressure. You see, today we have stopped here. Then the continue this lecture, the next lecture, the path of water from soil up to secondary xylem. Means here the role of the tissue system and the water conducting tissues are there. The last year we have studied the detailed types of this tissue and its role in water absorption and fluid absorption, fluid transportations. Okay, we have studied this. Next lecture next time. Thank you. Okay.